Brother Sports Podcast presented by RambleOnSports.com. It is January 23rd. It's a Thursday. We are grinding through this week, Max. It's been a little bit of a rough week for those in the college football world, especially us as Irish fans. Notre Dame did go down to Ohio State and in the national championship, 34-23. We will get all of our takes and thoughts on that game, but hats off to the Irish on a great season. I'll say that. We'll get into more later. However, we like positive spin zones, positive silver linings, things like that among the nature. And we've got someone on this podcast who has maybe the brightest future we've seen in a few years from this franchise, if not maybe many decades, with the Chicago Bears getting Ben Johnson to accompany the now second-year quarterback in Caleb Williams with a talented offense and some holes on the line on offense and defense. But overall, I think Ben Johnson, the OC from the Lions, coming to be the head coach of the Chicago Bears is, one, scary for me, but positive for you. So, Max, let's get with the positives today on this Thursday. How are we feeling about Mr. Ben Johnson?
Yeah, man. We got our guy. So super excited. That's who I wanted. I just kept seeing all these guys we were interviewing, and I'm just like, please no, God no. Like this can't be real. Like why are we doing this? But we got our guy, and I think I saw. What is it? He's getting like 13 or 16 a year, which is awesome, crazy.
Yeah, it's insane for a head coach.
Yeah. I wonder what Vegas was offering, but he said he wanted to be here. I'm sure he probably would have said that if he went anywhere else. But I love it, dude. I'm so excited. I did not realize, this is just a side note. He went to the same high school as Luke Combs, Caleb Presley, and Chase Rice in Asheville, North Carolina.
No, I didn't know that. That is I imagine he's older than Caleb, but the other guys he might be pretty close to. Did he go to school with any of them?
I think it was 2000 to 04 for him as quarterback, and then Combs was 04 to like 08. Well, obviously not like 08, but to 08, and then Caleb was like I think 08 to 12.
Damn. So that's quite a generational run of high school quarterbacks if you've ever had.
I think he played with Chase Rice in 2000. I think Chase Rice was in the same 2000 to 4.
Jeez. That'd be a fun school to go to. I mean, geez,
Right.
all the music, the entertainment, and the sports. Like, come on.
Yeah, dude. And Rico Dowell went there 2012 to 2016.
Ooh, we might have to do a documentary on this high school. What are they drinking out in Asheville?
Fucking Asheville, man.
A lot of wicked weed, a lot of IPAs, a lot of hiking, I'm sure. No, that's awesome. That's so cool. No, I'm intrigued. I'm a little nervous, but I'm intrigued. I think he's
I just went on this total side note. But yeah, super excited. I think everyone is Caleb, DJ. I think everyone's super happy. I got all off season to talk about this, but just make the right choice at 10, and I think we're good. Or get our guy at 10. Hopefully he's there. And
yeah. One quick thing. Caleb Presley was him in were him in the Falls in New York, or are they Chicago? They were in New York, not the Chicago office, right? Just for the sake of Bears.
so.
Okay. I was gonna say sake of Bears and him. But he just left. So yeah. But okay, sweet, dude. Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with the offense. I think I'll just add a little bit. I know you're excited, but I do sneakily like the prospect of Dennis Allen as that D coordinator. I texted you guys about it when we found out about the news. I thought that was a great idea. Get a defensive coordinator who is very good. And we talk about this all the time. We talk about coordinators, and I'm not going to say that we will, but there's a chance Ben Johnson might end up being in the same vein. However, I think with the way he approaches leadership already, I'm with eyeing a guy like Dennis Allen. I think he's already willing to say, hey, I know what I'm good at, and I know what maybe I lack in. It's probably the fact that he's very young and he's very offensive minded. So why not get that tough football guy, kind of Dennis Allen at D coordinator, who, when only in control of the defense, has produced very good defenses. You guys have the corner and secondary kind of locked in. You got some good linebackers there. Just need to polish up the front line on both sides of the ball. But yeah, man, I'm excited for you guys. I think there's a lot of good prospects. I did see a quote, and I have to address this, but he did say something. And was this an actual quote where he said he's looking forward to beating Matt LaFleur twice a year again, like he did with the Lions this year? Was that true? Was that actually a quote?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think so.
That's fucked. So here's what I'll say on that. I'll say Green Bay's gonna smack you in the mouth first game, and then he's gonna say, "Oh shit, okay, I need to respect the rivalry," and then y'all probably win that second game. And that'll give him more time to get his feet wet. But that first game, we're coming for blood after that quote. That's bulletin board material, and we're only 8 months, 7.5 months away from football. So we'll see. Otherwise, I love it. I love like the hey, fuck it, kind of let's go for it. So I respect it.
Excuse me. Yeah. I'm excited. I don't know.
As I'm drinking with my oh yeah, and my koozie.
Oh,
But yeah, overall, I am excited for you guys. Like all things considered in this room, yeah, I think it's a great hire, and it's what y'all always wanted all season. So, as who is it? Who I forget who it was. It was someone. One of the reporters for one of the networks was like, "Hey, like, you know, don't follow the noise." I think it was on Part of My Take earlier today. Actually, they were talking about Schefter. I think is what it was. And Schefter was like, "Hey, don't follow all the noise." And it was like fucking Ron Rivera and all these guys. So
fucking Shaw from Stanford. Like what?
yeah, now that's just smoke screens. We haven't seen a smoke screen like that since like the 2021 draft. Um,
Cardinals OC or their DC. One of their guys.
oh, Kingsbury.
No, he's Washington. I don't know. But yeah, there's just a bunch of random fucks. I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah, yeah. So overall, good hire. Anything else before we move into maybe a little bit less of a positive thing with our Irish?
Nope, that's all I got. Ready for hopefully a good off season.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, so let's do it. Monday night, Notre Dame lost 34-23 to Ohio State in the national championship. It's tough because we started out with a 9-minute, 45-second, 75-yard, 18-play first drive. And Max, I don't know if we spent all our energy on that first drive. I would say it didn't seem like it at first, but after watching the next couple quarters, it may have seemed that way. We really didn't pick up steam until the fourth quarter, but kind of quick hits, thoughts on maybe the first half or just kind of just overall thoughts on the game.
Yeah, I mean, I would say we kind of knew what would happen. Um, Definitely some rough plays and defense didn't look as crisp as we'd like, but I mean, Ohio State's offense truly looked incredible. Like, I mean, Quinshawn with 100, but like, other than that, I guess Jam. I don't know. It didn't seem like that their offense was going off, but I mean, Will Howard had 231. Riley Leonard had 255. You would think that Will Howard had like 350, just the way their
You
offense,
watched it, yeah.
yeah, just the way their offense was flowing. Um, yeah, it was rough, but knew what happened. I think we still played pretty fucking well, and we looked good. We'll pretty much only losing like Leonard, right?
Yep. I'm sure we'll pick up a transfer in the portal.
Yeah, because Watts is gone.
I mean, dude, so here's my
Probably
thing.
could stay for whatever, but
I mean, dude, I think they're going to be ready to fucking roll next year, even within Jelly.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But yeah, like it was tough, dude, because I'm looking at. I mean, you look at their running stats: 41 carries, 215 yards, and that's 5 a carry, with 2 tuds. We had 26 carries, 53 yards on an average of 2 a carry, and 1 touchdown. Jeremiah Love 4 carries for 3 yards. Did he
Yeah. I
like
don't
that?
know. Our rushing was terrible.
Dude, I'm like, I mean, I know we were down by a lot, like to start. It was 21-7 at half. So like, yeah, you got to pass, but like 4 carries from Jeremiah Love on 3 yards, and then Jadarian Price 3 carry, like 7 carries for 20 yards between our two
Yeah,
running
why
backs.
are they? Yeah.
So I think that's the most frustrating thing is it clearly wasn't working to a certain extent. But I mean, geez, dude, we got to start scheming up some different runs or things like that.
I
I mean,
mean, shut out Great House again. Jesus
just
Christ.
just was about to say that the only really bright spot on offense was Great House. Uh, I'll be completely honest. I mean, everyone's very young to your point, aside from Leonard. I think he played his ass off, Leonard did. I think after that first drive, he was definitely feeling some sort. It might have been a baby concussion. Um, I've never put on the pads, but I probably have more concussions than someone who has never put on the pads should have due to soccer and other things. But I know once you get hit that many times and you start throwing up, you have something as someone speaking from experience. And I know you've been in the same boat. So it's like when we heard that, we were just like, oh fuck. And I think overall it's a really good run. I think that Chip Kelly called a flawless game pretty much. Will Howard could not really have played much better. You could argue like one of his 4 incompletions were throw he should have hit. And then of course they hit you with that Jeremiah Smith little like what do they call it? They call it orbit, I think is what I was listening to Kirk Herbstreit talk about it. It was the orbit screen. So you like come around like you're going back behind and then circled back around for a little bubble screen on the right side.
Oh,
Totally
yeah.
fucked this up that first touchdown.
Well done.
Yep. So that was a great play call. They were rolling. Judkins ran over us. Uh, we slowly kind of had a little comeback in that end of third, fourth quarter, but I think you and I knew the writing on the wall at halftime. Did not get really many texts after halftime. So I appreciate everyone not texting us.
Yeah.
But last thing I'll
Yeah.
say, a bunch of starters we missed. We were missing Riley Mills. We were missing a guy on the offensive line. We missed a couple other guys on defense. Ben Morrison, our starting corner captain, and likely before he got hurt was a first rounder in this upcoming NFL draft. He's been out all season. We lost Riley Mills in the Indiana game. So those are 2 captains on defense in a game that we got fucking ran over on defense. So I think it's very tough to be super upset about the game. But overall, I mean, Max, I haven't looked at the futures odds, but there's no reason why Notre Dame can't be back here next year.
I agree.
Honestly, I mean,
Yeah.
everyone on the offense is coming back. Most of the defense is going to come back. We're going to pick up some good transfers. Even with Angeli, I still like our chances, but who's to say we couldn't pick up another transfer QB depending on what's going on there? So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts overall. It's tough. It sucks. What I don't like is I don't like watching Notre Dame do what they did in the first half against a team like Ohio State in a game that everyone and their fucking moms knows that we're gonna lose, and then gets more mad about how Notre Dame shouldn't be in there or some kind of bullshit because the Bama game and then this. And I don't know, man. I mean, we lost by less than fucking Texas last week. We lost by less than Oregon did the week before that. We lost by less than Tennessee. So fuck everyone else. Honestly, like it fucking
Yeah.
pisses me off. And it's like we beat a tough ass Penn State team who gave Ohio State a great game in the regular season. We beat a Georgia team, which yeah, if they had Carson Beck, maybe they would have won. But we manhandled them regardless of the situation. And personally, I don't think Carson Beck's even that good. And
This is just 2 losses for Georgia.
yep, exactly. So it's just like it's like one of those things where you're just like sitting there and you're just like, all right, like Yeah, exactly. Texas 2 losses were Georgia, and then you got Ohio State who like kind of squeaked in there. And I mean, geez, like if they didn't, I don't know. I don't like the Notre Dame slander. I think, and I don't think it's that much to be honest with you, but there are some of that. And
I'm seeing someone that said petition to not let Notre Dame play a national championship game again. No, I'm so mad.
we'll find that guy and fucking do something about that because I it's just so frustrating, dude. And you know, I've got friends, Tennessee friends, I've got Penn State friends, I've got Texas friends, Ohio State friends, and I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what to blame other than the fact that Jeremiah Smith, probably a first overall pick, maybe no less than top five. There could be 4 5-star all pro QBs in the draft. He'll still go five. He's still in that top five. Igbuka is probably going to be a late first rounder. Cornell Tate, I promise you, wherever he gets drafted, he will be underdrafted. He could be in like a third round. He's gonna end up being a stud. He's gonna be just like one of those like Ohio State guys where they're like, holy shit, he played with Jeremiah Smith and Egbuka. Like, yeah, no shit. Like he was third string. You got Quinshon Judkins, who transferred from Ole Miss after having 2,000 yards rushing to join another guy who had like 2,000 yards rushing over his last couple of years with Ohio State, Trevion Henderson. You get like, I don't know, man. It's just like, yeah, Notre Dame was expected to lose. They lost. They only lost by a couple more than what they should have. A couple plays go differently, and we're talking about a different game. No, like I would almost guarantee that Notre Dame will at least be in the final four of next year's playoff. Like they will be in a semi next year. I can almost personally guarantee
Yeah.
it. They will at minimum be in the playoff and win one game. And the only reason that they wouldn't win one game is because they get a bye in the first round and they get a team like fucking Ohio State this year in the second round. And they won't get a bye unless they change the conference championship stuff,
Yeah.
which I wouldn't be surprised if they did. And I feel like we've already spent enough time on college football already tonight, but I think it has to be said because I don't want to listen to Notre Dame shit all summer.
Yeah.
And I don't think people close to us aren't doing that, but just seeing as how social media and the public is right now. Hard fought, great season. Didn't expect it after the loss to Northern Illinois. So it's a hell of a story. I think it's only giving Notre Dame more ammo to come back and do it again next year.
Yep.
Sweet. All right. NFL recap. Yeah.
Get her done.
It'll be a very football heavy day. We're not even going to talk about anything else because we don't really have time. Been a long week, and Monday with that Monday game, I feel like it's just putting us back. So just need to get through the week and get some good picks out for you guys. So we're going to try and keep it tight and go through that. So what I will say, Max, let's just start with the 4 games. We'll do a quick recap and then get into our picks. What is your biggest takeaway or maybe team you're looking at for this next round? What was the biggest thing you got from this past weekend in the NFL divisional games?
Um, it's hard to overlook what the Commanders looked like. Looked very fantastic, and I don't know, taking down number one as the 6, and Jaden Daniels looking phenomenal. I think they just have this, not even like a chip on their shoulder, but like just this pep in their step where they're just having fun and playing loose and just balling out. They look really good. Um, I think the Bills, I think it was kind of relatively ugly game, but they came out on top, and I think they looked good. And I hope that they can beat the Chiefs in the future. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I'd say the biggest is the commies.
Yeah. I mean,
I
you're
could,
looking at Jaden Daniels, 290, 22 of 31 with 299. with 2 touchdowns, 51 rushing. Um, yeah, Detroit's defense is a little banged up. Yeah, Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn might have been slightly distracted about their future spots. I don't know. But it's probably the fact that they're missing like a fuckload of guys on defense.
Yeah.
Uh, However, Terry McLaurin, De'Ami Brown, I mean, Brian Robinson had a solid rushing game with 15 of 77 and 2 tuds. Like, they just rolled over Detroit. They didn't even stop. That first couple drives, I was like, oh my God. I hand up. If anyone remembers from the podcast, I did put the under. So hand up. Hopefully didn't lose too much money on that. That's my bad.
I had the Lions, so
Yeah. So we just fucked that game up. Yeah, did not have the over under. I did a live bet at one point after this in the middle of the second quarter. They were projected like I think 100 points, and it was like a $5 to win like $2,000 bet where it was um, Lions and Commanders have the most points in a playoff game. And it was like 100 or in any NFL game, and it was like 115. It was that Rams Chiefs game or whatever, and it was like 5 to win $2,000, and I just like live bet it because I had like a bonus bet for $5. I was like, yeah, just in case this game goes out of hand, because I already lost my money on the under. So did not come to fruition. It slowed down in the second half, obviously, because you had 42 points in the second quarter. So highest quarter ever. So yeah, that was sick. I mean, I mean, you know how we feel about the Lions. Like, I don't really care, but it sucks that they went 15-1 and then go lose first round. You got to prepare better. I don't know what's going on with Detroit, but they'll be fine. They'll be back next year. They'll be rolling. The division's still going to be as good as it is. The only question mark is probably the Vikings and what they do with QB and or anything else. Green Bay is probably going to be solid. I don't think will be anything crazy. Bears are on the come up. Lions, you can't get much better than 15-1 or 15-2. I mean, sorry. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just Daniels made it look easy, to be honest with you. It was crazy. He was just kind of taking his time, just doing his run, like going through his progressions. I don't know that offensive line's going to be able to hold up against the Philly defense, but I think that Washington will at least give them a game.
Yeah.
And something to be said about playing a team 3 times in a season.
Yeah. And now it's for fucking to go to the Super Bowl.
Yep, and I think Philly weather is supposed to be pretty cold, obviously. So it should.
Whole world's cold.
Yeah, the whole world is fucking cold. It's a cold, cold world. Um, but yeah, I mean, that was a good one. Quick thoughts on the Chiefs, like with them. I really don't have much to say other than it's the same shit we've been saying for like 4 years. It's they somehow find a way to win, and Travis Kelce continues to perform in the playoffs, and that's it. That's just it. And it's Patrick Mahomes, and they find ways to win. I got to be honest with you, Max. I don't even want to get into the play call, like the foul, like the penalties and shit. I really don't, dude. I'm kind like, not that I'm tired of hearing it about it, but I kind of am. Like, I don't know.
Oh
Do
yeah,
do they
same.
get some calls? But like, I don't, there a lot of them are actual fouls. So
I think it's definitely died. I'd say the first 5 weeks you were like, yo, like this is kind of crazy. But then it definitely slowed down
mhm,
or
mhm.
it just stopped.
And I do think the one where he was already kind of going down, the other two Texans guys hit him like when he was sliding. I think that one was like, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know. I think the NFL probably needs someone else to win. So I don't know that like a dynasty is perfectly great for the NFL. So I don't hear all the conspiracy theory shit.
Can't have I truly anyone but the fucking I'd rather have the Eagles fucking win than the Chiefs.
Yeah, yeah, good segue though, because they did look good in a shitty, snowy game against the Rams. Rams made a valiant comeback, but I don't think there was ever really like a, I don't know, like it was close for a little bit, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Second, it gets that feeling. Saquon breaks out for a 60-yarder, goes for 26, 205, and two tuds after he went for 255 rushing, 50 receiving, and 300 total scrimmage yards against the Rams earlier in the season. Didn't bet the under on any of his stuff, but I didn't bet the over, and that sucks. Some of the worst bets are the ones you don't place. So
Yeah.
it's kind of my thing there. I think Puka looked good. Stafford looked miserable in the cold, but didn't play too bad, all things considered. Eagles are tough, man. Defense is fucking rocking. They have so much talent and they keep getting guys hurt and they keep finding ways to win. They have to force Hurts to throw the ball this next game because they went 34 carries, 285 and three touchdowns on the ground. So Washington's
Yeah.
got to find a way to stop that. However, that is the weakest point of that defense now. And we'll be looking at some maybe obscure props here in a little bit. So I won't tease too much, but yeah, I think Eagles are rolling. They look good. And then we've got the last game, which is probably one of the more contentious, more arguable games, but we had the Bills beat the Ravens by 2 because of a failed 2-point conversion, not one, but two times. And that was tough for the Ravens. I think the obvious one is the Andrews drop in the end zone. Ball is probably ice cold. He's probably trying to fall back. He's probably trying to like turn his head a little bit, seeing where he is, making sure he's actually going to fall in the end zone. And then, oh fuck, there's the ball. It's slipping away from me. So I can understand it, but last play of the game, you gotta get that. You gotta catch that.
It
Dude,
was
let that fall into your chest almost. Like literally just catch it with your chest and fall backwards.
you gotta also like to your point, like, yeah, sure, maybe double check it, but like you gotta know where you are. You
Yeah.
fucking go in and take that cut, you gotta know you're right on the goal line. You catch it, fall in.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, that's you could say well, I've heard it might have been a little short of a pass, not like short, but behind, not short. Um, but no, I think that was a he should have had it. It's all on him. Not obviously not all on him. Lamar fumbled and they returned it. I mean, there was a bunch of stuff. So it
Yeah.
just came
I mean,
out of the wire and he didn't catch it. But um yeah, but the Ravens looked miserable. I mean, they just turnover, drop catch, like
yeah.
it was not good.
Yeah, I mean, you got Lamar throwing the duck early in the game, kind of being like, "What the fuck, dude? You've thrown 4 picks all year, and you throw that one."
Yeah.
And then the one like he's got the ball like back behind him, almost like this, like the ball gets knocked down when
Yeah.
he's trying to avoid us. And then to your point, Mark Andrews in the was it third or end of third, early fourth quarter when he dropped that first down for like 20 yards, fumbled it. He
Yeah.
like it almost looked like he left it behind him with that
Yep.
punch out from Bernard, which was a great punch out because it was very like it was like, oh shit. Like I thought, you get the ball, you think you're good. Boom, pops out. So Mark Andrews makes two very, very vital plays. Isaiah Likely's been playing good ball. I don't know. Maybe Mark Andrews gets traded. Would it be a little exaggerated and dramatic? Yeah, absolutely. But he is
Yeah.
getting up there in age. And I don't know. You find a team like Cincinnati, who I've heard is also looking at a guy like Kyle Pitts. Why not get your inner rival? Well, they will actually, now that I think about it, that's the one division that does not trade in the division. Um, like Bengals, Ravens, maybe the Browns. The Browns don't care, but Steelers, Ravens, and Bengals do not swap players very often. They do. It's not often though. Patrick Queen is the first one that comes to mind, but overall, yeah, maybe Mark Andrews gets gone. I don't know,
That
dude.
wasn't even trade though. That was just free agent, I thought.
Patrick Queen, I think he was about to be a free agent, then they traded him or something.
But oh fuck, I had something. What were we just on?
Talking about Mark Andrews getting traded.
Nope, I had.
Isaiah Likely playing well.
Nope,
Steelers, Ravens, Bengals. Bengals. I was talking about Bengals tight end with Kyle Pitts. No.
nope. Fuck, that sucks.
Damn. Damn.
Um,
Well, I mean, Henry with 4 yards a carry on 16 of 84 and a TD. He didn't look too bad, but a lot of his carries weren't until the end of the game either. So I think that's tough. Bills looking good. I mean, I'm rooting for the Bills at this point. And
yeah,
watching.
no,
Yes.
I want the Bills. Definitely. Bills are commies.
Yeah. Oh, was it MVP talk?
Nope.
Damn.
Uh,
No, we might not ever get it. If you do get it, well,
hey, dude,
better tell
the
us.
second I, the second it comes back, I'm gonna blurt it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Hot. Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna kill me. It's literally gonna kill me until I think of it. And I don't even have the slightest clue on what it was. That's the shitty thing.
I saw your eyes light up when I talked about Bengals trading for Mark Andrews. And then I said you don't trade in division, and then something happened with the wires. The wires must have crossed then.
Traded division.
Damn. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. But anything else on Bills Ravens, or you want to get into the NFL picks?
No, let's pick them.
Pick them. Pick them. All righty. I am trying to pull up last week's. Do you by chance have last week's picks up? More just from a quick recap.
I think you just did it on the story, so I don't have it.
I don't either. Alrighty. Well, I'll do one quick scan of my phone. If I can't find it fast, then I won't post it. I don't know. That was the week before. I don't have it. So yeah, I know I went Commanders Lions under. I had Texans 8.5. None of those hit. I had over. I did have the over in the Eagles Rams game, and then I had Ravens. So not good overall. Those are the only ones that come to mind. However, unless Max, you want to shout out yours real quick, we will just get into it.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah. So we have just the two games, obviously. So we're gonna do one side each, which is spread, one over under, and then we're gonna do a prop and touchdown. Hopefully, we're not too much on the same page. So Max, let's just start with your side. What spread are you going with? We only have 4, so it's good. There's only 2 of us, so we gotta pick them. But spread you are going for on tonight or this weekend?
I'm gonna do Bills plus 1.5.
Yeah.
Don't care.
Don't care. What do we say about fading Patrick Mahomes, though? Well, he's not an underdog, so it's different.
True. Dude, I know. I know. But to your point, you just said they can't let him go another year. Or do they want him to go another year? I don't know.
Dude, I don't know, man. Like, yes, but also I love that too. Plus 105 on the money line, too. Like, yeah, plus 1.5 at minus 105 probably covers any fucking Chiefs magic bullshit where they kick a field goal and win by 1. But did you say money line or plus 1.5? Sorry.
Plus 1.5.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I agree. No, I like that. Sorry, I thought for some reason I thought you said just fucking money line. Which I would also respect, but honestly, it's like the fucking Chiefs and like the Ravens and like the Rams and maybe the Dolphins, like and the Niners, like random. It's basically the McVay Shanahan tree where like I'm like, all right, these games will actually be 1 point difference. Like Sean McVay will be like, I want to win 13-12. And you're just like, fuck you, dude. Just cover the 1.5. I don't care.
Right.
So I love that. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm gonna have a contingency against me on this one, but oh, I can't do it. But I have to. It's one of those. I would really hate if the Eagles did exactly what Notre Dame did to Ohio State, but Ohio State, like maybe not Washington, would come back with a fiery drive to go. Commanders' running defense is shite. Their secondary is not great either. I don't see the Commanders covering, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, that whole deal. I do think the Eagles defense is better than the Lions, mostly because of health, but also because they were the number one defense in the NFL this year. And so that all being said, I would like to propose something potentially. I just want to check the odds. I do want to see if I can do the Eagles 5.5, if that's okay with you, if it is within our juice range.
Yeah.
Um, just because I don't like even numbers and I will eat the little extra bit because I could see it being 6, an overtime win. I could see that.
Yeah.
But give me Eagles minus 5.5 at minus 128 because
Yeah.
I also agree with you on the Bills. I don't see it both being favorite, but at the same time, I gotta be honest with you, dude. Love what the Commanders have done. They played very good football. They have played the Bucks and the Lions. They I don't think they could keep up with the Bills or the Chiefs and honestly the Eagles. I think the Commanders are obviously they're the 6th seed, so it's not like saying I'm saying anything crazy, but I just
Yeah.
I think this is where Cinderella turns into a pumpkin. I think the Eagles take care of business. And honestly, I would have picked the Rams over the Commanders anyways. So that's kind of like honestly, like if the Rams won, I would probably have a more likely I would still have the Rams over the Commanders. So that all being said, I'm definitely going to Eagles at the 5.5 minus 128. Um, but yeah, that's where I'm going with my side. There's only
Yeah.
two unders, and they're the exact same number, Max. So which way are you going and which game?
Um, I'm gonna have to go over 47 and a half commies Eagles.
Yep.
Um, yeah, I think we're I mean, you see with commies put up 45, obviously Eagles better defense, not as injured. Uh, Eagles can put up 45 on a on their defense. So I think it's bound to hit.
Yeah, totally agree. I'm actually gonna do the same one on that one. I know it's not popular belief, but I really don't know what to expect with the Kansas City Buffalo game. I do think that it could be an over, but at the same time, weather
I,
sucks.
yeah, I had under jotted down for that game.
Yep. Yeah, I honestly would too. But I mean, dude, 24-23.
I know.
Yeah, that's still right there. And then the Chiefs score a field goal to win by 1.5 points. And it's 26-24. So that clears, scares me. I'll probably tease it down low key, depending on how I'm feeling. But I totally agree. Just math. Dude, even with the Rams and the Eagles game last week, it was still 48, and it was pretty ugly for most of that game. So
Right.
I think commies will be able to. I think they'll come out firing. I just don't know if they'll be able to fire for all 4 quarters.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. All right, give me your prop. Are there? Yeah, props are out and stuff, so we're good there.
Okay. Yeah. Give me Jaden Daniels 225 plus passing yards at minus 115.
Even if they're down, that's just a good play overall.
Dude, the amount of big, like, I forgot what the actual, like, the big yardage receptions, whatever it's called, like, all the time. It, he gets 50. Yeah, I swear he gets like 50 plus at least once or twice a game.
Oh yeah, dude, absolutely. Um, I'm trying to pull up his stats. I don't remember the last time he didn't have. Um, 225. Take an extra second, so I'll look it up while I am talking about my pick. I love that. I think you gotta. I mean, you went with. I think you gotta go with a QB or a star-studded guy when it comes to the conference championship games. I've got a guy. I don't know, man. It's hard to just not take him because he's everywhere, whether you want him there or not. And so he's going to get his catches. The weather's not going to be good. Patrick Mahomes is not going to be able to throw the ball 100 yards on a fly route to Xavier Worthy, given the weather and probably the way the Buffalo Bills are going to be. So my guy had 7 catches for 117 yards and a touchdown last week against the Houston Texans. I expect him to do something similar. It will be a closer game and probably higher scoring, I think, as I think that the Bills defense isn't as good as Houston, to be honest with you. Try not to play too crazy into the yards. I am a little concerned with the yards just because shit happens. But this guy, he got 7 for 117 last week. He's probably going to get 8, 9, 10 for maybe not 117, but something similar. Give me Travis Kelce.
Ooh.
It's 125 to have 7 or more receptions.
7 or more receptions.
Yeah. He does this in plenty of playoff games. He's going to be needed. The weather's not going to be great. And he's got to go to his main guy. Got to go to the guy he trusts. I do think they'll run the ball pretty heavily in Kansas City, but there's no reason why Kelce can't find his little gaps. And I'll be honest, I could see him with like 70, and his yardage is 70 yards for minus 115. Could see him going over that. I would really hate if he had 7 catches for like 65 yards or something, because he does get those little dump off, little stupid shovel passes and stuff. So I like the receptions in that regard.
No, no, I respect it.
Yep. And then probably, well, never mind. I'll shut up. Well, actually, I won't use him as my touchdown, but I will probably look at putting him as in a fun parlay. I'm gonna put him in a touchdown. Probably will not play that straight up. Haven't seen the odds for that, to be honest with you, and it's probably a little more less than I like. Yeah, plus 125 for a Kelce touchdown. I don't hate that. I don't hate that one bit. But yeah, we've got our props. Daniels 225 and Kelce 7+ receptions. I love those, Max. We're getting dialed in as the season's wrapping up. Last, but certainly not least, give me a touchdown.
It's hard not to do one, but I'm not going to be whack. Give me James Cook plus 125.
Yep. You're going to go Saquon?
Yep.
What is his odds at, so I don't have to scroll?
Mine is 230. Yeah.
Well, shit. Well, I hate to do this then, but
Well, now you can do whatever now. I threw the plus in there, so
no, I'm not
good plus. I'm confident in that one.
No, I agree. I mean, I think let's just tell the people this for the sake of telling the people this. But if we do, I mean, James Cook and Saquon are probably the biggest parlayed running backs talking about this weekend. The only other guy that I really do actually trust, because I do trust Saquon. I think Eagles are kind of a crapshoot, if I'll be honest. Yeah, and I think just like I think it's Saquon, it could be Devontae, it could be Goddard. I put like $5 on Grant Calcaterra last week. That didn't go well. He didn't even fucking touch the ball. So that's whatever. That's beside the point. But yeah, I mean, dude, it's hard not to go with a tush push as well. So I'll go with Jalen Hurts. I will be probably playing Josh Allen anytime touchdown.
Yeah.
Snowy. Well, actually, no, it's in Kansas City, so it might not be snowy. But James Cook, Jalen
Gonna
Hurts, anytime touchdown, plus 312 for us.
be probably cold as a bitch though.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah. Um, so yeah, give me the tush push, give me Jalen Hurts minus 120. So if you parlay that, that's plus 312 for the people. Like I said, I like Josh Allen and I like Travis Kelsey as other options for the touchdown. But yeah, those are I would say those are like my main ones. Any other touchdown? How about let's do it doesn't have, we'll keep it for the record. Give me a long shot touchdown. Give me one that's plus 300 or more. Give me one that you're eyeing. And it can be a first touchdown. Don't do Saquon first touchdown at plus 3.
You got yeah. Um, I would say fucking Keon Coleman, dude.
Ooh, yeah. What's that at?
Plus 350.
Ooh, okay. I love that. Little goal line, little comeback route, or like a big boy kind of fade.
Man, I swear all those fade touchdowns that he's had this year, he jumps ahead above the corner. It's insane. He just floats. It's unreal.
I love that. One guy who is one of Josh Allen's favorite guys when it matters, Dawson Knox at plus 700 also. So I
Yeah,
love
I was gonna
that.
say Kincaid, who's right under Coleman
Yep.
too.
I do like Kincaid, but then it's always like you like watch the tight ends and you're like, wait, that's Kincaid. And then it's like, and that's Dawson Knox. And you're just like, fuck. God damn it. So hey, you know what, Max? I won't say him for any time because I do love Keon Coleman on that. Just a sneaky little, maybe $10 guy. Depending on your unit size, maybe a little Dawson Knox first touchdown. A little
Ooh.
Josh Allen. Josh Allen ready, Max? You looking? You watching? Little Josh Allen goal line. Oh, we're gonna pull that out. Oh, we're not gonna give that to James Cook. Oh, who's that guy in the corner?
Oh,
Oh,
I was gonna say
number 88, Dawson Knox.
the little flick,
Oh,
like
the
on our like
double pass. Little
yeah.
shove. Yeah, I like that.
Oh, there you are.
Yep. Oh, I love that. So I'll give you that one. If we're looking at Eagles and Commanders long shots, I mean, I think you have to go like a De'Ami Brown or like,
That's what I was gonna say.
yeah. I mean, that's probably the longest one I would do for Washington. Uh,
Low key Jahan Dotson.
yep, I like that. I also like Gainwell right next to him, just like a weird ass. And Max, I'll just say this for the sake of the pod, knowing that I did place money on Grant Calcaterra last week, he probably will fucking score this weekend. So I'm gonna have to like sprinkle something on there at plus 1300 just because
Yeah.
if he scores this week and I bet him last week and he scores this week, I'm gonna be really pissed.
What
So
about yeah? What about defensive touchdowns? I want to. Then this would be my last thing, and then we're good. So for Eagles commies, you got Eagles defensive touchdown plus 475. Commies is plus 555 or
okay.
550. Sorry.
Yep. They got Bills plus 450 and Chiefs plus 500 for their side for defenses. If you're picking one of the four defenses, who's the one you're most likely to pick?
I don't know, dude. That's a maybe low-key maybe Chiefs. Just like a
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen shitty pick six.
Yep.
But I don't, for some reason, I feel like the commies defense is going to get something.
I mean, dude, they did last week. Jalen Hurts hasn't been throwing the ball well.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Oh
Poop
shit.
thought. Poop thought.
No, you're good. That reminded me, I wanted to see if there's any field goal props.
Oh, the fucker that keeps fixing his hair.
Who is that?
The commies guy, he
Oh, Zane Gonzalez.
kept fixing his hair.
I mean, shit, if we did a parlay for every kicker to hit one field goal, oh damn it. They won't do it. Wait, what?
What do you mean they won't do it? That's bullshit. We riot.
That's weird. All right. It might just be the way I'm adding them all. I
We
mean,
gotta do.
three 450s and a minus 650. So that's got to give us like minus 130, like, right?
Yeah, yeah, totally.
Yeah. I might do under that just because of the weather and just be like, nah. Yeah. I mean, the only kicker that's like probably good, Bucker is minus 120 over 1.5. And then Bass and everyone else is plus 110 or 115 for the other three kickers. I don't know if they'll be able to with the weather, so I'll probably just stay away. Um, anything? Oh, I gotta shout this out. Sorry, one more thing. They've been doing game leaders plays, and I've hit two of them in the last. I've hit one each weekend. Um, and basically what it is it's and the one I've been doing is you parlay the leading passer, the leading rusher, and the leading receiver of the game. And so I had, I think 2 week, or yeah, not the week we just had, the week before I um had Allen, Sutton, and James Cook for the Broncos game. And then
Hmm.
and then this week I actually had Jared Goff, Gibbs, and St. Brown. But the only reason they got that is because they were behind, which actually worked out well in my favor. So that yielded like $600 between the two picks off of like $50 total. So like a 550 profit. So I'll send those out. They only have the rushing and receiving. They don't have them parlayed right now. So Eagles game, Saquon's obviously minus 575 to be the leading rusher. Probably wouldn't play that unless you fucking love Jaden Daniels so much at plus 750 that you really think.
Yeah.
But you got James Cook at plus 110 for the Chiefs Bills game. You got Josh Allen at plus 205, Kareem Hunt at plus 600, and then Pacheco at plus 650. I mean, James Cook is a pretty, like, how the Chiefs go. They're going to be split around. They're like everyone on their team's going to have 40 to 60 yards and enough. Like no one is going to have like 200 yards for the Chiefs. It's just going to be spread out all across. And
Right.
then you got James Cook, who's probably going to be pretty run heavy, and then receiving yards, real quick. Terry McLaurin is the commies one at plus 210, which I actually really like. And
Love that.
he's tied with AJ Brown, but I mean, we're talking if you're going down, like, I mean, Terry McLaurin could win that with one catch. He could have a 65-yard catch and a touchdown,
Exactly.
and he might be the leader in that game because they might hand the ball off so many times to Saquon. So I don't hate that. Sneaky one, which is like the oh shit, duh, we should have known that, is Devontae Smith. Because if it's not McLaurin, it's not AJ Brown. Devontae Smith's gonna have like nine.
AJ Brown's been boopy too.
Yep, AJ Brown's been to AJ Brown's defense. He's been covered by top corner. He's been like he's been getting harassed out there. But
Boopy.
yeah, he's not doing great, but at the same time, yeah, Devontae Smith has been able to wiggle loose and he's been rolling. So him, maybe even De'Ami Brown, if you like him for a couple long catches at plus 1,000. But yeah, Devontae Smith plus 450 is the one I'm eyeing. And then Kelsey's the leader for the Bills Chiefs game at plus 115. I like Shakir at plus 265. So
Okay. Yeah.
those are the game leader ones. And I'm just bringing those to light because there is some value there because he might not even hit his over. Like Kelsey might not hit 70 yards, but if he has 59 and he still has more than anyone else, you still get some points.
Right.
Just want to help the peoples.
Yeah. Brian Robinson rushing yards at 40 plus is plus 110. That's pretty crazy.
That is pretty crazy. That is very crazy. Huh.
Average Averages 55.8.
Look, I know the Eagles defense is good, but they sound like they're expecting them to go down 21-0 in the beginning of the first quarter before the game even starts based on that.
Eckler's is 25 plus at plus 145.
Look at what is his receiving at? Because that I might actually look at. I like the
25 plus minus 110.
Hmm.
You go to 40 is plus 225.
Oh no, I like the 25 receiving. I like the 25 rushing low key. I might do both.
I'm trying to see if I can get to both. Like the combo.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Shit.
It's not pulling up.
It's all good.
Oh, there it is. Eckler, yo, nah. Eckler's rushing and receiving 50 plus is plus 100.
What is it just for like separate? Can you separate them? Like the 25 plus, does that help? Because you said they were both plus money, right? I do like the combined. I like that more than the other ones. But I'm wondering what 25 of each is.
What was minus? That's gonna take me a sec to.
You're good. You're good. I'm trying to pull it up now too.
Well, it could be different because I'm doing the same game now, you know.
Yeah, it might. Yeah, it's a 25 plus receiving.
Plus 350.
Yep.
But that would have to count on the rushing because what if this has a 50-yard screen?
Yeah. No, that's why I like the combined at plus 110 and I like both of them.
Yeah, plus 350 is nice.
At it, dude. I might just do like that and like Saquon touchdown. Be like 500.
Yeah.
A leg SGP. All right. I like it though. Something to consider.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything else we like there? Any other game specials? I'm looking at like weekly specials, like where it's like every team gets one field goal and one.
Nah, that's all I got. I haven't looked at like the bonuses or whatever. It was gonna be bullshit anyway.
Ew. Yeah, all teams to get one touchdown, one field goal in the conference championship game. Plus 175. Now, each team to get two field goals in each game is plus 1200. But I don't think that's Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, I got one actually that is kind of nice. All teams to have 3 touchdowns or more in their games plus 700.
Yeah.
But everyone's got to get 3 touchdowns. That's it, which is kind of a lot. But I don't know. I think commies can do it. I think Eagles can do it. I'm concerned about the KC Bills game. That might be like 9 field goals to 6 field goals. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sweet dude. That's all I got. You want to just do a money line? Like, what's your non-betting? Just money line. Like, who's winning? Are you going? I'm going. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Chiefs Eagles again. I don't want to, but I'm gonna be wrong once proven wrong. Otherwise, I'll keep winning with Patrick.
Bills, Eagles.
Yeah, I hope that's the case. I think that'll yield the best game. I think they're both really good matchups. I really hope the Eagles don't fucking win the Super Bowl, but they probably will. I think they're better than anyone else right now in football. Like I don't know. I think the Bills are really good, but I think you match them up with the Eagles on defense. I don't think they do the same thing on offense. And I think their offense rolls. I think the Chiefs With the Chiefs, I think it's just like gotta lose sometime. And then like
I know, right? Like fucking fuck off.
however, Chiefs Eagles, now that him and Taylor Swift are like actually together versus 2 years ago when they weren't, and now they are. Philly, Kansas City. I mean, what is Taylor gonna do? Who's she gonna root for? She's a lifelong Philly fan. They're playing her future husband. I don't know.
Oh, she's from Nashville.
No, I think she's originally from Philly and then she moved to Nashville.
Oh,
Or maybe she's not from Philly. Her parents are Philly fans. That's all I know.
oh.
But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. I don't know.
We shall.
Stuff this weekend. Wifey is on girls' trip, so your boy is going to be holding down the fort with Mr. Sir Riggleton. So be
There.
But yeah, other than that, Max, anything else for the weekend or shall we? Oh, one thing. We'll get the college hoops in there eventually. We're still working on models. We're very focused on football. We'll get as probably after this weekend, we'll start getting basketball ready. We'll still do the Super Bowl, obviously, preview. But once Super Bowl's over, we'll get into UFC golf and college hoops. Model's not great. And this comes out on Thursday. We only have odds for Thursday night. So not really benefit you guys. We'll post anything we like for college hoops. And then maybe once football tapers off, we'll kind of do like a weekend preview towards the end of the week. But otherwise, we'll just kind of send picks. We need a break at some point as football season wraps up. So we'll do that. We've only taken 1 week off overall. So props to us. But yeah, Max, any thoughts on the weekend? Anything else going on with you?
No, yeah. Let's just have some fun, make some money, drink some beer, drink some liquor,
Yeah.
get
Flicks.
some.
I don't even know her.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Props to Ben Johnson. We got some great football ahead of us, and everyone have a great weekend. We will talk soon, and love you guys.
Love y'all. Thanks.